Welcome back, everybody. We'll take the play, and let's see what we got here. Okay, a bunch of Peregrine Drakes and blue spells with no islands. I think we have to mulligan that hand. Alright, quite a bad hand, but better. There's a Plains. I'm going to keep it, even though we're not going to be playing like anything until turn 3, and it's just going to be a Power Stone. We do have a departure to 2 times reset one of those ghouls of his. And we have a duplicate to erase another one. So, has power, toughness, and creature types of the card exiled. I don't think that counts if it's like buffed up somehow. If I get his like 8/8 carrying ghoul, I don't think that that will make my duplicate an 8/8. It'll probably just be a 1/1. We'll see. Opponent is Night Whispering to discard a swamp. Interesting. Alright, this is okay, I guess. We can at least play like Peregrine Drake. And not a whole lot else, unless we find another land. See, land, we can play Duplicant. Plains, we can play Field of Souls. That wouldn't be bad, drawing a Plains. Alright, island, I guess, take it. I kind of want to get rid of this. It's got a lot of things that can generate elementals. Opponent's deck is pretty sweet, I gotta say. So is there a way to cast this? If I pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and then I get to untap 4 lands. So let me see if I think I can actually. This is kind of hard to sequence. So if I tap everything, then I play Peregrine Drake for all but the white mana. Then I get to untap 4 lands, and I'll have double white. So I think that works actually. 2, 3, 4. That is 4 lands. And I get to play Field of Souls. It's not that impressive or anything, but I guess it works. I've got Duplicant if he has something monstrous, but I didn't really see any big creatures, just a bunch of small ones that generate more creatures. Let's see what else he's got. Eye Blight. Okay. I get a Spirit, that's fine. Can use it to block the Pyromancer. I'm alright with that. Alright, I just want to draw card draw and creatures at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could play Duplicant on the Pyro. Honestly, I think I might just do that. It's pretty sad, but I can always Silent Departure back it, and this keeps him from getting more tokens, so I think that's correct actually. Hopefully he doesn't kill it, and if he does, I get a Spirit at least, so it's not a total loss. But at least get rid of that, and I can just bounce it back to hand and recast it next turn. Potentially a 3rd time. That'd be pretty sweet. Casting a Duplicant 3 times. I might as well trade 1 for 1 damage here. I think we're in a racing situation. Silent Departure seems pretty good against his deck, and works nicely with Duplicant as well. What can our opponent do here? He's going to attack with the Elemental. I'm not going to block it, of course. If I have to, I could just depart, Duplicant, replay it. Attack for 1 damage. It's not that impressive, but let's see what we have. Oh man, what did I just do? Firebolted it? Man. It's a nuisance. I'm going to draw a Gaseous Form. It's wonderful. Could hold back a Spirit to block his Elemental. I don't think I want to race him that badly, and I just want to get his stuff off the board because of all those things he has. Probably should have taken out the Gaseous Form. I don't know what for, though. Maybe the Honden would be nice here. Man, Firebolts and Eye Blight's ending. He's got a lot of good removal against us. Sad I won't be able to duplicate our Duplicant. We'll trade Spirit for Elemental, however. Even though mine flies, it's just better to keep his board clear, I think. His token is a lot more versatile than mine. Alright, I like having a Prodigal Sorcerer if it survives. And if it doesn't, I at least get a token. I Fortunately, actually, he does have a Firebolt ready to go. I can't play the Sorcerer and Gaseous Form it. And it wouldn't work anyway. It prevents combat damage. That'd be interesting. So I could just play this, just kill it. I don't think that is... I don't know what else I'm going to draw, though, that he would use Firebolt on. So if it gets him to use his entire next turn on it, I guess it's okay. I really need like a that Cub 2-mana 2/2 in white that you can play it as a flash creature and bounce another creature back to hand. But at least if I play the Prodigal Sorcerer now, he has to use his entire next turn to kill it, and then I get another Spirit token, so I guess it's better off for me. This guy reminds me of Carlton, also from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Every time I see this card, I can't help but think of him. Just as a side note, for anyone who cares. What does our opponent have, if not a million lands? He's going to let our Prodigal Sorcerer live. Too bad he's not legendary. I'd love to protect him with a Karakas. Alright, I'm just going to attack you with a Spirit, I guess. And pass the turn. Maybe I play Karakas. I could also just hide it, so he doesn't know about it. Assuming he has a legendary. I could also discard it later to a Call the Skybreaker, I suppose. Sure. Surprised he didn't Firebolt the Prodigal Sorcerer. Perhaps he's forgotten about it. Carrion Feeder. I like this if he lets me kill it. I think he might let me kill it. In which case, there's no way he must have forgotten about Firebolt. Alright, try and kill it. Okay. That was odd. I'll take it, though. Yeah, Prodigal Sorcerer is amazing here. He's so good in this format, from what I can tell. Just all the X1s that were going by in the draft. So I could play Fact or Fiction now. I guess there's no reason not to. There might be a reason, I just can't think of it. But I'm going to go ahead and play it anyway. See what we get. Alright. Unfortunately, if he gives me Deep Analysis, I can play it with a land. I would like the Honden, but I'll take either. It's nice, actually. I'll take the Honden, I think, because then Deep Analysis goes to the graveyard, and I can still flash it back this turn. So I think I take the pile with Honden in it. If I am going to win this game, it's going to be off the backs of drawing 2 cards a turn. My hand is pretty garbage right now. Thankfully, our opponent's doesn't seem much better. Oh yeah, this seems great. If he lets me take this pile, I'll love that. Wow, that can't be right. I think, yeah, take more cards, send one of them to the graveyard, has flashback. Absolutely. Now I don't have to show my Karakas, so I can keep playing some lands. That puts me at 1, 4, 6 lands, and then 2 mana off the Power Stone. It's pretty sweet. So now I can flash back Deep Analysis. And yeah, there's nothing else to play here. Draw more cards, more lands rather. Next turn I've got Drake plus Honden. Take that. Very curious about that Carrion Feeder. Maybe he's got a reanimation spell or something. He just wants to bring them all back at once. Maze of Ith is a nuisance. I guess Field of Souls is okay against it. If he kills any of my dudes, they turn into spirits, and Maze of Ith is good against one big attacker, like a Sarah Angel. It's not very good against a million spirits. Why isn't he flashing back that Firebolt? Very strange. Right, Stupefying Touch, not that good here. Might just play like one more. I might not play any more lands, honestly. I'm going to draw Skybreaker eventually. Oops, don't want to attack with the Prodigal. The Prodigal Son, Carlton. Alright, just bounces it back. Sure. Forgot about that. I don't know why it says card. Oh, enter the effects area. Not the exile or something. Alright, so now we're going to play a Drake. I'm just going to tap all my lands, not the Power Stone, so I get the untap. Do have to play with. I was going to say I have to play with time as a consideration, but I really don't. So our opponent is much slower than we are, it seems. Alright, next I'm going to play Honden. Nothing to really represent magic-wise. Oh, I don't have to pay that much. No counter spells or anything. Alright. I'll play like one more land, I think. it's nice having enough that I can chain. Well, actually, I guess I've used up most of my card draw, the Fact or Fiction and the Deep Analysis, but I might draw 2 expensive spells that I want to play one turn. I don't know what they could be, but I might draw them. Right, I'm just going to win off of a Prodigal Sorcerer, pinging him like a dozen times. It's starting to look that way. Right, now I get to draw 2 cards a turn. Taking Gnomes. That's good here, I guess. Another land. Attack for 1 damage. Use Maze of Iths, my Drake. What's going on here? What does our opponent have in their hand? Maybe I should keep the Black Honden in. Alright, play some Gnomes. I'll pay Echo next turn off of them. Let's see, if I do that, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana still. I can pay Echo, and if I draw Skybreaker, I can still cast it. So yeah, just go ahead and keep doing a couple damage a turn. What the devil is going on here? Eyeblight's ending on the Drake. Sure. I get a Spirit. So he ends up turning my 2/3 into a 1/1 flyer, which is acceptable. What is going on over there? Why isn't he killing my Prodigal Sorcerer? This guy's an absolute house against his deck, I think. Alright, so let's draw an extra card first. Alright, that's not enough. Not a guaranteed something I want to cast, so I will pay the Echo cost. And we draw more land. We'll attack with the Gnomes and a Spirit, or 2. Sure. Gnomes are playing defense. Playing is at 9, and sure, I'll keep playing some lands. I might actually get to the point where I can double cast with Retrace the thing, Skybreaker. So I can put anything on top of the library now. Is there anything I would want to recast? Not really. Duplicate, if he was still here. This is a very weird game, I must say. You can literally bury like anything under our opponent's deck. So if he plays like another guy that sacks, okay, that's got to be what he's doing, I think. So if he tries to play the guy, the Carrion Feeder, to sacrifice to the demon, okay. I think it's enough reason just to put this guy where he'll never be seen again. Pretty much. Just put him 6 cards down. Hopefully he can't sack it in response. Keep pinging for 1. Although if he did, I would still get a bunch of 1/1s off of the Field of Souls. So I'm not sure what to make of that. Alright, there's Skybreaker. So let's attack. Do have to worry about getting decked in like 7 turns. Slightly. Go ahead and play Skybreaker, I guess. Can't quite double cast it. That's okay though. And that's game. That was very odd. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but I managed to win. So onto the sideboard. Havoc Demon, whatever that guy is pretty cool. I didn't see any enchantments besides the Red Honden in game 1. I don't think I need a Seal of Cleansing for it. Yeah. I don't really have much else. Automaton's okay. Not that good, though. Could bring in Black Honden. Oh yeah, I'm not playing any black, so I guess I don't really need the swamp anymore. My own Carrion Feeder. Gravedigger is good. Gets back Duplicate. I think I will bring him in, actually. And on the draw, I'm still going to leave out the Honden. On the draw, I think I'll also still take out Daze. I'm not really sure what was up with that last game. Opponent crushed us in game 1 and didn't do anything in game 2. So maybe he'll average in game 3 and play moderately well, but still not well enough to win. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to try and run this. I will keep the swamp for Gravedigger. So yeah, let's run this out and hope for the best in game 3 of the finals. Stay tuned, everybody, for our last game, last match.